মানুষের সালাম বেসতের মধ্যে একই মানুষ 1 মিনিটের 70 2 মিনিটের ফেরেশতা আমি বলছি সত্যি আমি কি যে সংসার করে নিতেছি আল্লাহ জানে আপনার কথা কথা খালি খানদান কিচ্ছু খাবি না বড় হবি এবার বাড়াইছি না এখানে লেখাপড়া করে পায় খারাপ এটা তো যুক্তি করে
PSL Season 8 Weather Predators versus RAHMAN on Startup Time live on T-Sports and T-Sports app. Top খেলা ক্রিকেট দেখার এই তো সুযোগ লাইভ ম্যাচ highlight latest news upcoming match fixture সব কিছু নিয়ে এলো T-Sports app এখনই ডাউনলোড করবেন আপনার প্লে স্টোর বা অ্যাপ স্টোর থেকে সম্পূর্ণ ফ্রি সরাসরি ডাউনলোড করতে স্ক্রিনে দেখানো কিউআর কোডটি স্ক্যান করুন খেলা তো পাল্টাবে সারা দেশে সেরা ইন্টারনেট এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নিয়ে রবি আগামী 14 রেডি Mr. Mango Candy, কাঁচা আমের সাথে গুড মোড গ্যারান্টি Mr. Mango Candy, কাঁচা আমের সাথে গুড মোড গ্যারান্টি
দেখি শিখি দেশের 1 নম্বর নেটওয়ার্কে এখনই গ্রামীণফোন
এত চাপ আমি কিভাবে দেবো
এতটা চাপ সিনেমার কোনো নায়কও দিতে পারেনি যতটা চাপ মাটির 1250 ফুট নিচ পর্যন্ত দিয়েও হাসি মুখে মেনে নেয় RFS ইউপিসি ক্লাস 5
খেলা তো পাল্টাবে সারা দেশে সেরা ইন্টারনেট এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নিয়ে রবি আগামী 14 রেডি
দেখি শিখি দেশের 1 নম্বর নেটওয়ার্কে এখনই গ্রামীণফোন
চাপার জোর বাড়াও এত খবর চাপার জোর বাড়াও সারা দেশে সেরা ইন্টারনেট এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নিয়ে রবি আগামী 14 রেডি বাছাই করা আলু শাকি স্পাইসি সিজনিং এর টুইস্টে এলো ব্রাউন ফরমাটা চিপস নাকি বিস্কিট খেয়ে বুঝে নাও
দেখি শিখি দেশের 1 নম্বর নেটওয়ার্কে এখনই গ্রামীণফোন
আধুনিক এবিএস ম্যাটেরিয়ালে তৈরি শাইন ওয়াল শাওয়ার নেই মরিচা পড়ার ভয় শাইন ওয়াল শাওয়ার মানে জলমুক্ত পানিতে প্রশান্তিময় গোসল শাইন রুচির প্রশ্নে আপোষহীন খেলা তো পাল্টাবে সারা দেশে সেরা ইন্টারনেট এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নিয়ে রবি আগামী 14 রেডি স্বাস্থ্যকর অল টাইম সবসময় অল টাইম হেলদি লাইফ খেলা তো পাল্টাবে সারা দেশে সেরা নেট এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নিয়ে রবি আগামী 14 রেডি
আমাদের নতুন একটা মশলা এসেছে রাঁধুনির মতো রাঁধুনি হওয়া অত সহজ না
মাছে খেতে সেরা উপাদান ও সঠিক গুণগত মানের নিশ্চয়তায় রাঁধুনি
তাই রাঁধুনির সাথে থাকুন নিশ্চিন্তে দেখি শিখি দেশের 1 নম্বর নেটওয়ার্কে এখনই গ্রামীণফোন
ট্রাভেলে খুব মজাদার আর হেলদি সমাধান হিন্দুস্তান নুডলসের প্রাণ নুডলস স্বাদ নাও ভালোবাসা খেলা তো পাল্টাবে সারা দেশে সেরা ইন্টারনেট এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নিয়ে রবি আগামী 14 রেডি
শিখি দেশের 1 নম্বর নেটওয়ার্কে এখনই গ্রামীণ ফোন।
Welcome along. This is the third and final one-day international in this three-match series at the Modern Banking Limited series, powered by Mr. White Detergent Powder. We'll find ourselves at the Zahor Ahmed Chowdhury Stadium in Chattogram. England already won the series, 2-0 up, are raring to go for this third and final one-day international. Bangladesh will be trying to hit back hard after wins by England by 3 wickets and 132 runs, and then eventually we have 3 international T20s, one here in Chattogram, and then we move north back to Mirapur, but the 2 on the 12th and the 14th of March. It's a good day for Jason Roy. Struggled for runs, got 100 in a series against South Africa, and then a big 100 in the second one-day international in Mirapur 100. Eventually got to 132 in 18 balls and 1-6. Saw England get to 326 for 9. It's a good performance all round. Century for the captain, Josh Butler. Powerful shots down the ground. And then reply, Sam Curran, given the new ball, produced 3 wickets, 3 absolute beauties. Swing and a bit of seam. Did this spell with 4 for 29. Adil Rashid gets better and better. Pitch helped. It's spun. Good hands by Josh Butler. Good spell. With 4 for 45. The dominant performance, a dominant win to take the series. 326 for 7, big 100 for Jason Roy, 132, 76 for Josh Butler. Good from Moeen and Sam Curran at the end of the innings to get to that total. In reply, Bangladesh, well, they struggled, 194 all out, 4 wickets for Sam Curran and Adil Rashid, and England won by 132 runs. Quite hot here in Chattogram. There is quite a comfortable breeze which will help the players having their team shots and team photographs. Last day of the one-day international series, there will be T20s coming up. Right, let's have a look at the pitch. That is with HD Ackerman.
We had a new venue here for this third one-day international. We now are in Chattogram, so let me just get the dimensions of the ground out the way first. 68.5 metres down the ground, 66 metres square of the wicket, so not the biggest boundaries in the world, and a blisteringly quick outfield. But now the most important thing, this surface. High scoring ground. Most of the teams that win the toss here like to chase. However, there are a couple of red flags for me. First one is that in the last one-day international that was played here, India got over 400 batting first. The second red flag here for me is that we start at 12 o'clock with a scheduled close of play at 7:30. They're trying to nullify the dew. We are at springtime as well, so there shouldn't be any dew anyway. But most teams that like to chase, they feel the dew can play a part. So that should be out the window. The surface, when you look at it as well, is a little drier than normal here in Chattogram. So we might get the ball to turn a little bit later on. If I won the toss, particularly if I was Bangladesh, I would bat first.
Have a look at the stats here about who Who bats first, who bats second, so you can see that batting second here in Chattogram in one-day internationals, stronger, 15 batting second, but it does look a bit drier and conditions are all set for a good and final third one-day international. Right, let's see what the captains do. The toss with Atar Ali Khan.
Yeah, it's been hot and humid, but there's certainly a nice breeze blowing across which will cool the conditions. I've got the skipper, Tamim Bal from Bangladesh, Josh Butler from England, and the match of his Javagar. Tamim will spin the coin. Head is the call. Which tails Tamim Tamim, I heard that you just said that you want to bat, but what's the particular reason for that?
I think the wicket looks a little dry, and normally Chittagong wickets are good for batting. We need to put up a good score in the scoreboard and try and defend it. Hoping it might spin a little in second innings.
Yeah, you spoke about batting 209 and 194, so it's important that you top order. The return is the star, so is the senior player, but it's important that you come back and come and play a really good from the top order.
Yeah, definitely. I think all are very capable of scoring big. It's just, I think we just need to play as a team for once, as a batting unit for once, which hasn't clicked in the last few games. Hoping to change things around the next game.
Talking about changes, have you made any changes?
I think one change is Taskin is having a break and Ibadat is in place for him.
All right, I mean, what are we doing?
Thank you.
Josh, it's been a wonderful series. Just what you expected. England come in and make an impression. Couple of wins already in the bag. Still make sure that you play and win the last one as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we're just going to play a good game. We did play and win the match. We really look to bowl first. Both teams getting to do what they want to do first.
Yeah, it has been a very good all-round performance. Runs from the batter, bowlers chipping in with wickets, seamer, and spinner. What can we expect from England, especially?
Yeah, I think RAHMAN today, so that's exciting for everyone and obviously very exciting for him. And also I think just trying to operate at the level of intensity we pride ourselves on, and just mention to the group we want to push on again. We improved from game 1 to game 2 and we want to improve again today.
Is that the only change you've made?
No, we have 3 changes. So Jofra Archer, Chris Wokes coming back.
Chigo, can you just let us know a little bit about RAHMAN because he's going to make his debut?
Yeah, he's a young guy, 19 years old, really exciting, dynamic play. He's good at the bat, he bowls some good leg spin, and yeah, we think he's got a bright future ahead of him, so we're looking forward to giving him an opportunity today.
Hopefully this condition suits him. All right, thanks a lot. All the best. Right, the news from the middle is that Bangladesh has won the toss and they will bat first.
So, Bangladesh team, it's a good morning to Shaman Chowdhury. Talk me through this.
Morning, Corky. Yes, just a single change. Mustafiz Rahman. Well, it's Ibadat Hussain making way for Taskin Ahmed making way for Ibadat Hussain. And Taskin just given a bit of a rest. They had a bit some niggle earlier on in the previous game, so that's a wise move. But depending on the stalwarts to do the job for them earlier on.
3 changes for England. Will Jackson who's injured and trying to get fit for the IPL because he's with the World Challengers Bangalore, so he'll be going home in the next couple of days. Saki Mahmood and Mark Wood rested. In comes Chris Wokes, Jofra Archer and Rayan Ahmed will make debut for England, youngest ever to play in one-day internationals and now test matches as well. He's a good bowler, good young prospect, leg spinner. Players are already out. Raring to go. Both captains doing what they want. Tamim Iqbal, who won the toss, unlike the second one-day international, decided to have a bat first. Josh Butler, who was happy to be bowling. Litton Das. Both one-day internationals, Bangladesh failed to get to 50 overs. Bowled out twice. Spoke to Sam Curran a little bit earlier this morning and he's delighted to be able to take the ball. The fact that the likes of Mark Wood are rested gives him another opportunity. 4 wickets in that last game, bowled really well. Interesting that he's working on alignment, so for anybody out there, it's about position on the crease. Teams are ready, so let's play with Mr. White detergent powder. So 2 slips in place for Sam Curran. Let's see if this ball will swing like it did the other day. That's the start that any captain wants from your opening bowler. Not express pace, Sam Curran, but hitting that length, hard length, hitting the top of the bails.
Indeed, I think that'll make him pretty happy. First things first, as a batter too, you want to get it at the middle of the bat. First few deliveries always so very crucial in indicating what might transpire, particularly in terms of reading of the wicket.
Off and running then Bangladesh, quick single.
But these two need to get off to a good start. Just have Curran will be bringing the balls into the right-handed batter. Just bowls that angle delivery so very well, using the natural angle. But the ones he shapes back in are the ones to watch out for. He controls his bowling. Liton Kumar Das has been touch out of sorts in the recent past. It's time to redeem himself. He's a very, very good batter. Been amongst the runs in the recent past. In just concluded Bangladesh Premier League. He needs to just tell himself, take a bit of time, get used to the conditions, and then play your natural game.
Just one slip. Catch on the leg side. Just see that there's not as much swing as there was the other day. Conditions are a little bit drier. Perhaps normally you'd see at Chattergram. Speaking to curator and players, it's a little bit drier, so hence Bangladesh winning the toss. Having a bat first.
Going to come on as well as it did always compared to Tarka. As you said, it's a bit drier, but the saving grace is for the players. There's a bit of a breeze coming in from the Bay of Bengal, which is not too far away from here. It's pretty hot and muggy. Just keep his focus right. Got a penchant for playing outside the line of Dobster.
It's gone again. Exactly the same as it happened in Mirpur, pushing at a delivery, caught at backward points in that game. This time just a nothing shot, and once again Sam Curran has a wicket in his first over.
This is terrible. This is a shot so early on in the innings. Speaking about it, you know that got to that moment the score as it's 1 for 1.
সারা দেশে সেরা ইন্টারনেট এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নিয়ে রবি আকাঙ্ক্ষা চলে রেডি একটা বয়সে কোলেস্টেরল হার্ট ডিজিজ উঠিয়ে যাওয়া হৃদয় ফিট থাকলেই ফিট
Number 3, similar to that last game where he was in early on. It was one of Sam Curran's 4 wickets as well. Have a look at the end of Litton Downs. Just a nothing shot, pushing at it, didn't really swing. It's something that he talks about he's working on. The alignment of getting wicket to wicket and putting pressure on right and batters to make them play at balls that they don't want to play at. So it's excellent from Sam Curran.
But you know what, the choice of shots so early in the innings, just to put bat and ball without much commitment, not getting into line, not the best way to go about it. He paid the price later on Kumar Das.
End of a good first over. It's actually given a wide. A bit late call, but with a bit of swing, maybe a little stare from Sam Curran. I'm not sure this doesn't swing after the stumps. End of a good first over. It's actually given a wide.
Possibly.
A bit late call, but a bit of swing, maybe a little stare from Sam Curran. I'm not sure this doesn't swing after the stumps. End of a good first over. It's actually given a wide. A bit late call, but a bit of swing, maybe a little stare from Sam Curran. I'm not sure this doesn't swing
বাংলাদেশের দৃষ্টি
So one change for Bangladesh, sorry, it's just coughing. We go to Sain in for Taskin, rested, 3 changes for England. Jack's injured, Wokes and Wood rested, Wokes in, second the move. Rested, and this is Chris Wokes. So yeah, second move, Mark Wood, Will Jacks ended there, not playing today. In comes Chris Wokes, Jofra Archer and Rehan Ahmed makes his debut today. Wokes back in, played the first one-day international, bowled okay, a few too many wides.
Two umpires today, Ghazi Sohail from Bangladesh standing in his 6th one-day international. And his partner in the middle by Ruchira Paliya from Sri Lanka. Very experienced umpire standing in his 87th ODI.
That one kept low. You're going to see that on this surface. We saw bounce and pace in Mirapur, this one. With it being a little bit drier, just going to keep down a little bit. Doesn't carry to Joss Butler.
It's alright if the bounce is a little lower than Mirapur, as you said, but it has to be consistent. If it's a little up and down, that puts the feeder down in the RAHMAN. As long as it's on a length, it's a similar kind of bounce, they'll be feeling more comfortable. You'll have to wait and see what goes on. The intention for the bowler at the moment is angling the ball away. A couple of slips in position. Left-handed batter on strike. Rajwala Shantu has been amongst the runs. He's got back into form after a lean period for the national team and also in the domestic circuit. Recently, after that early loss of Leighton Lash's wicket, Bangladesh will be looking to him to build up a partnership with this skipper here.
Diaz is back. Diaz is back. Diaz.
Yeah, well, the umpires just stopped it, and Chris Wokes sure what happened there. Second slip has come out and gone into a short extra cover, and it's because there's not enough pace to get it to probably second slip. Ball ball is going to go exactly as just put the set there. So slip in place, probably a wide slip, and then there is a backward point Jason Roy. An extra cover tight deep on the edge, which is full salt. David Milan is at a short catcher, extra cover. Jopper Archer mid off. Abdul Rashid mid on.
Talking about the conditions, it is pretty hot. It's warmer than it was in Dhaka. So particularly the English players bowling first.
Mid on.
Yes, try to bowl within the sets, the ball. Fielders, talking about the conditions, it is pretty hot. It's warmer than it was in Dhaka. So the English players bowling first.
Mid on.
এখন সুপার হোয়াইট 1000 গ্রাম প্যাক কিনলে একটি ডিটারজেন্ট জার ফ্রি। সুপার হোয়াইটে কঠিন দাগ-দুল সাদা ভরপুর।
Mr. Mango Candy, কাঁচা আমের সাথে good mood guarantee. Mr. Mango Candy, কাঁচা আমের সাথে good mood guarantee.
Ethan Das is man to 4 to Sam Curran. Second slip once again taken out, so a wide first length. Extra cover catcher, nice shot. Half volley, beautifully timed by Tamim Iqbal and Bangladesh at their first boundary.
That leaves a lot of the nerves. That's a lovely looking shot. Look at him just go forward. Just a lovely through the line shot, full face of the man. Contact point perfect. The ball races away. That was so good. And it's always good to watch when they're in full flow.
Quick single. Quite comfortable in the index and overthrows. See how close the two fielders were to try and stop that throw from, I think it was Phil Salt. It's David Milan and Jopper Archer. It's a little bit like sliding doors.
Yeah, well, it's just an awkward bounce also. Just there, the pitches seem to just turn a little bit away from the fielder. He seemed to have lined himself behind it, then he waited it. But that's what they say. You put your body in line, ensure that if you miss the hand, it hits the body. Not in that case. But Bangladesh, of course, will take it.
Another boundary. Expensive now, Sam Curran in this over. 4 off the first ball, and then those overthrows that 5, and then another 4. It's a good looking shot.
That's a delightful one. Look at the way he eased into it. Just the balance at that point of contact. Very much eye over the ball, the roll of the wrist at the right moment, at contact, there, making sure it goes past any of the people. Next level of shot by Shanto, lost in his confidence. Sam Curran after a very good first over for a bit of stick.
Yeah, it's something as a bowler that you've got to really think about. Is lines and length. Look at Sam Curran. He looks to swing the ball early on, and then he has that ability. He's playing that shot because he's expecting it to swing back. But for any young boy or girl out there who wants to bowl, watch Sam Curran. Watch his release point and the areas he's looking to bowl at. It's another perfect delivery. A lot to do with his wrist position as well. He's got express pace. You don't need to be express pace to perform at the highest level. Look at the release here. Good front arm drives through. Now watch how the fingers are right behind the ball. Okay, it's a little bit wobbly the seam, that doesn't matter too much. Think about Jimmy Anderson and what he does when he wobbles that seam. But good action, strong action. Ball chipped, should be out, is out. It's another wicket for Sam Curran. Talked about trying to swing the ball. Tamim Iqbal falls over. It's a leading edge, and England once again 2 wickets in these first 10 overs.
Oh, they're cockable. Really trying to swivel round and put the ball away on the onside. Tamim Iqbal gets that face to close down. Just as you see here, they shot a little too early. Gets the leading edge. It's gone the other way. It's a good, well-judged catch taken there. And another 1-5 defense is the catcher. And Tamim Iqbal has to go for 11. It's 17 for 2.
খুঁজি দেখি শিখি দেশের 1 নম্বর নেটওয়ার্কে এখনই
ট্রাভেলের খুদার মজাদার খুবই সমাধান কাপড় সাধনা ভালোবাসার খেলা তো পাল্টাবেই সারা দেশের সেরা ইন্টারনেট এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নিয়ে রবি আগামীর জন্য রেডি
Rahman in at 4. Once again, Bangladesh losing wickets in this first power play. That's Tamim Iqbal gone, and now they're under pressure. Even though the surface is a little bit flatter and drier, England have been right on the money once again. Just the ability to just get the ball to swing and seam is causing Bangladesh batters issues. This one really didn't do too much, maybe just held in the surface. Tamim Iqbal just fell across. In a way, it was a simple catch for James Vince. He isn't going to drop that.
Okay, even in the previous game, we saw Tamim Iqbal and Najmuddin Chandra falling across. Seemed to be doing that on a regular basis. And you're right, the ball didn't hold up, and it just not arrived. That split-second delay in arriving to the bat after he closed enough of the bat, got that leading edge. This is what you've got to gauge as a batter, what pace the ball comes off the track, despite at what pace it is delivered. It might be a very slippy ball.